picking our peer institutions, who we're going to compare ourselves with, how was that done? How did you choose the group, or how did we come to a consensus of a group?
Well, I think it's somewhat challenging because every university is a little bit unique and no two are exactly alike, but there's some common similarities that we decided we wanted to look at. So we wanted to pick peer institutions, for example, that were land-grant schools that had the same land-grant legacy and traditions that K-State had. Some land-grant schools have a medical school associated with them, and we decided that we also didn't want to compare ourselves to anybody who had a medical school, so that as much as possible we're comparing apples and apples. So we have some traditional schools that we use in this particular region. So we look at typically Oklahoma State and Iowa State University, Kansas State in kind of our athletic conference. But we added a couple new ones this time. We added Auburn University and Clemson University, which are both land grants, have about the same number of students that we do at K-State, and actually have very similar research profiles, endowment profiles, and have similar aspirations where they would be more widely recognized. So we picked some things like that, and finally we had a couple institutions that are more aspirational in nature that clearly rank above where we are now, like North Carolina State University, Colorado State. So we have some aspirational, some that are very similar to where we are today, and then some regional institutions. So we're going to use all those and compare ourselves with, and that gives us an idea of where we sit nationally.
And we can have data around each one of the benchmarks for each one of those institutions.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned earlier, in the Arizona State database, all those schools are in there, so we can use common data sets to compare ourselves to make sure that we are comparing apples and apples as we improve and move toward top 50.